Hey everybody, it's Sean with the Good Dog, and we've got Grimmy here, also known as Grimlin. So if anybody watched Grimlin's video, you saw how he was the day of the pickup. Pretty intense stuff, a lot of fearful, protective kind of stuff coming out, coming from an insecurity-based place, but he was protecting his owners, but coming from a fearful spot. Lunging, trying to bite. He's had some biting incidents with people, and so he's a pretty serious customer. So if anybody saw that, you saw what state he was in a few days ago when we picked him up. Now we've been working with him on very basic stuff, just a lot of foundational stuff, the walk, structure, our basic kind of like leadership rules we have in the house, and then some basic obedience stuff around here, which he already had good obedience, but it was kind of, how do I put it? He could blow it off if he wanted to, so it was kind of negotiable obedience. Now it's obedience that's not negotiable, so it puts him in a different state of mind, which is great. And I've just been kind of working with him. I'm the only one who's been working with him. I've been working with him super hands-on, pretty intensively, and we've just been trying to help him work through all of his anxiety stuff. So all of his problems are stemming from insecurity, anxiety, uncertainty. And as you can see him sitting right here, I just took him out of his crate and he's shaking, right? I haven't done anything with him. I just, put his leash and collar on, and he's already shaking. So it's telling you about his internal conversation, what's going on, both psychologically and physiologically. He's having a whole bunch of stuff that's transpiring right now. So that's what he's kind of dealing with. And if he doesn't get proper guidance and leadership and structure and rules, then he's got all this stuff, and he's going to make bad choices because of it, because he doesn't know how to make good choices. So what we're helping him do is make really good choices. And he's come a long way already in a few days. So he's going to be doing a full e-collar program, but we haven't even started with an e-collar. What we have on him right now is just a no-bark collar, because he's got separation anxiety and stuff in the crate. So, but I'm just going to do a couple little things with him, just to kind of show you how far he's come, because we're pretty proud of him, and he's doing great. So let's check it out. Done? Good boy. Okay. Place. Good boy. But you can see, like, even when he works with me, he's not like, he's like mouth closed. He's concerned about a lot of things, and so we're always careful with him. But for the first few days, we really didn't engage or interact in any way that we would really get ourselves bitten. We were working him. I kept the leash and collar on at all times, so I didn't have to take one on and off of him once we removed the muzzle. But then, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that I could just sense that we were in a space where I could start to work with him hands-on, putting a prong collar around his neck, taking it on and off, putting the no-bar collar on him without a muzzle, and that I'd be safe. So that's the point we're at, and that's just kind of a real intuitive thing as far as, I can tell he's not 100% comfortable yet, but I could tell he wasn't in the state where he was going to bite. So we're transitioning through that, and I know he's just going to get better and better as the days go on. Let me just do a little bit more stuff. Okay, come on, bud. Let's do a little bit more. He's really sensitive, so all the leash pressure, anything I do as far as corrections or leash pressure is really mild because he's so sensitive. So the conversation is really sensitive, so it doesn't overwhelm him. Okay, come on. Place. Good boy. Down. Good. Okay, come on, bud. Come on. You can see everything makes him nervous, just from my movements. Sit. Great. We didn't see any of this stuff in the video because he was covering all this stuff up with false bravado. All this stuff up with, I'll get you. But that wasn't really what was going on. You can see he's really a nervous guy. So just movements, spatial stuff, proximity are all challenging for him. Down. He's also very sensitive to any kind of foot stuff. Now, just to let everyone know, I haven't used a foot or anything on him, so there's no reason for him to be nervous about me coming towards him with the foot. But you watch Laura pen down. So we've worked a lot of that stuff. You see how he turns his head like this, right? Turning away. I'm going to move over here. So we've been doing a lot of foot exercises just desensitizing him to this. So when I first started this exercise with him, he actually lunged at me, teeth bare, and tried to get my foot, and was pretty serious about it. That's been about the worst incident we've had so far, has been with this exercise. But in a few days of repetitions of just doing this, kind of started at a distance, just kind of slow stuff. But you can see he shuts his eyes every time I do it. It's all very hard for him to deal with. So we're just going in nice, easy baby steps for him, so we don't overwhelm him. Okay. Nice. Place. Good boy. Sit. Down. Good. And now at this point, if you come around, actually I'll turn you around. Okay. Just for the camera's sake. Junior, take a hike, buddy. Go. Go. Okay. So I'll turn around just so we can see over here. Place. Good boy. Down. So before, I didn't want to get close to him, so you just keep, yeah, right there's a good distance. Because if you get too close, because he's so nervous, he might have a different reaction even around me. So I can tell he's not super comfy, so I'll just respect that and let him kind of be in that space. You can see where he's got some scratches right here. So, and a little bit of blood and scabby stuff from when his owner put his muzzle on. He actually was scratching so feverishly to get it off that he actually scratched himself through the muzzle like this, most likely with his dew claws. So you can see a couple lines right there with that, right? So, but he's come so far. He's looking so much better, and we're just going to keep unlocking him day after day after day. But that said, even a few days ago, I couldn't hang out with him this close. I couldn't be like this safely because he wasn't feeling safe with me next to him. So now we're in a different spot where we're pretty okay and we can interact. I've definitely petted him and hung out. I'm not going to pet him right now because he doesn't look super comfortable. So, like I said, I'm going to honor that. Unless his state of mind changes while we're filming this and I feel a different thing. But right now he doesn't look that comfortable. So you gotta honor that or you run the risk of getting yourself in trouble. So, but we hung out, we spent some time, we're like, let's see if I'll do something different. Okay, okay. That's it. He's just too nervous. So the whole thing about you filming is kind of overwhelming him. But when we spent some time earlier in my room and I just would recall him to me like this, go. Come on, bud. Right, so then we get a different thing when we don't have the camera kind of pressuring him. He feels different about it, and then he comes into my space and he's actually very sweet with me. So we have a whole cool thing going on. I can pet him and all that. But this is a new development in the last day or so, right? So he's coming a long ways. He's making huge strides, and of course I'm still careful because he's still nervous. Oh, go, go, go. Good. Here, bud. Place. Down. Good boy. So that's Grim. That's a few days in. I don't know what we're at, maybe 4th day, something like that, 4th, 5th day. So he's doing fantastic. He's come miles already, and it's just going to get better and better and better. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted on his whole progress. All right, thanks.